Hey, afternoon, everybody. How you doing? This is the Fair Catch Sports Show again. Back to you live. We are back. It's Monday. What is it? August.
It's
August
the
5th. So
fifth, I think.
yeah,
Fifth.
August 5th. So yeah, hey, we back. The Bears had their first preseason game, Hall of
Woo!
Fame game. So we're gonna talk about that. Talk about the Hall of Fame inductees, Hester and Mongo, and whatever,
And
and then we'll
Peppers.
get and Peppers. Yes, yep. Excuse me, I forgot Peppers, and then we'll talk about this upcoming week game against the Buffalo Bills, and then whatever else we can get to, and then some stuff that we were talking. Well, at least we were talking about yesterday with the whole backup QB situation. So we're gonna get going. Let me. Bishop has joined us. Bring our brother up to the stage.
What are
What's
you
up, man?
Morning.
smashing on?
Yeah,
Hey, my wife, she be just on breakfast in my face, and I can't say no.
hey, that's all right.
It's kielbasa with some peppers in it, with over
Oh,
some rice and some soft fluffy eggs. So
Mm.
oh, okay.
protein and cholesterol. That's all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, I understand, Bishop. My wife
You
cooks
already know.
all the time. So hey,
I had to get it before because she was gonna walk in the middle of the podcast and just plop it right in front of me. So I'm like, no, let me just get it before.
I definitely
Mm.
understand. I get it. So
Hmm.
if I understand, I understand. My wife, she cooks all the time. So, but yeah, man. But yeah. How was y'all? How was y'all week? First of all, how was y'all week?
Same old, same old.
Same
My
old,
week
same.
was pretty good. It was it work wise outside of Bears stuff, it was pretty decent.
Right.
As far as Bears Twitter, what I've seen the last couple of days, I'm disappointed, but it is what it
I'm
is.
always
It's ebb and
disappointed
flow.
in Bears. I'm always disappointed in Bears Twitter, but it's a good laugh on Bears Twitter. So
What
It is.
sometimes,
what disappointed
you
you
know.
the most? What's wrong? What
The fact that the civil war that we had back in the early spring,
Oh, here we go.
and the fact that people feel vilified to support either or. I mean, I get
Mm,
it. There are people that stoke the fires. There are people that there are Justin Fields supporters that shit on Caleb still. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but that they trash Caleb to make Justin more than what to big up
yeah.
Justin,
Mm,
and then that of course rises the people who have always been on Caleb's side to um kind
Trash
of like
Justin.
yeah, to trash Justin, and,
Yeah,
and
I
and it's
hate
like
that.
to this point, yes, we're Bears fans, but we're also NFL fans. We can like who we like,
Hello.
but it's like at the same time, it's like
right.
I mean, like Elise is the best example. She half blood when it comes to Chicago. She supports a whole 106-man roster with the Chicago Bears
Literally.
and the Detroit
Literally.
Lions. So
But I
it's
also I also like the NFL in general. So like there's
mhm,
players I like outside of teams I support. So
Sorry,
like
y'all.
I like Justin Herbert, I like Patrick Mahomes. Like there's guys I support outside of I just like the NFL in general. I think the NFL is fun. I think the storylines are fun. I like to I just like the NFL. So for
right.
me, I'm not gonna discriminate. Hey bro, I still root for Mitch Trubisky, and that man's been a backup for how long now?
Hey, that's what I'm
Man,
saying.
that
Three
for
like
years
real,
now.
like that's just
for
that's
real.
just who I am as a fan. At the end of the day, y'all fan how you want to fan. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. I just don't think you should be bashing either dude's character. They're both good people. That's just how I
Exactly.
feel about it. But I said that when the Civil War was going on. I'm like, you can have your side, but don't bash either man's character because
Hmm.
both men are good people.
Totally agree.
Right. That's
So
what it comes down to. It's just both of
like
them are
I
working
still
hard.
I
They're
still I still support Justin. I think he's cool. I wish him the best in
I'm still
Pittsburgh. I'll
rocking with
still
him.
root for him, but I'm also rooting for Caleb Williams because he plays for the Chicago Bears. That's how I feel about
hmm
it. And
Yeah,
that's
man.
how I'm always gonna do it. I'm gonna support both dudes because I like both men.
I'm a
Period point
Michigan.
blank.
I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan,
Me
and
too.
when we got Justin, I said I'm going to support him. So I'm still going to support him, and I feel like Justin. I like Justin. I like him as a person. I like what he brought as a professional, and I'm going to support him. And he's a black quarterback, and I want to see him
Hello.
succeed. So I'm
Exactly,
not
bro.
gonna pile on him like other people do.
Right. I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
you
do
want to do.
that.
That's fine. I'm not gonna do that stuff.
Right. You do you. That's what I tell people. You do what you want to do. That good for you. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not.
So I mean, and like you said, like Bishop was saying, I'm not gonna vilify Caleb to prop
Nope.
neither, or I'm gonna do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Or vice versa. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Nope. I
I,
like both. I like both men. So I would support both men and move on with my life and be happy at the end of the day.
it's just
See,
like people
because
act like they don't have people that left the Bears that they still supported. Like,
I
you know
still
what I'm saying?
support Roquan Smith.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like,
you,
Mm-hmm.
bro, like I do that with, but that's who I've been though. I do that with every Bears player that comes and goes. That's just who I am as a fan. I'm always gonna do that, right? Like that's just me as a fan. You, like I said, y'all do you. If you want to X out these players after they leave,
Thing,
power to you. I
the,
still like Khalil Mack, and he
the
been gone
thing,
how long too?
yeah,
Bro,
my wife was hurt when he got traded.
bro,
Like
I
that was
still I
her first
still
Bears.
support Khalil Mack. I love that man.
Yeah, that was her first Bears jersey that I got when she. So when we got married, before we got married, she was a Tom Brady fan, and she loved Tom Brady. She loved the greatness. She loved it all. Right.
Hmm.
When
yep,
she married me, of course, during the indoctrination period of dating, I got her to be a Chicago Bears fan. So, in 2018, I bought her a Khalil Mack jersey. So, that was always her favorite player on the team. But going on with the discussion, I think there's a level of fear.
My dad couldn't
Um,
convert my mom, so
oh
there's
man.
that.
but I think there's a level of fear on
mhm,
either side, right? Where the people who support Justin, they're afraid that he's not going to get the chance to be a starter, and then everything that they've been bigging him up on, he may not prove it because the Steelers didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so it could be a one and done year for Justin. And we already know journeyman quarterbacks typically don't find a solidified home. Geno Smith is an anomaly, um,
And
but I
Baker.
would, and yeah,
yeah.
and Baker, but Baker was also a former number 1 overall.
I'm
So like
still though.
He
You
still
know,
but you
he
saw.
he stopped at what, the Rams and Carolina before he got to
Carolina. Yep.
Tampa
But
Bay.
here's the thing: the thing to Baker Mayfield is that he was on the Rams for 13 days,
He
picked up
just
that
still though.
offense, and still did his thing on that field. My thing with but going back to it, there's a nuance to the whole situation. Everybody that's been like literally going far polarizing opinions on Justin is, if he does well in Steelers, right, and he takes us to the playoffs, like I feel like they will feel like their football opinions after that won't matter because they've been saying like the furthest
But
of,
but
oh, he's garbage, he can't process anything. Well, if
but
he takes the Steelers to the playoffs,
but
all that,
Bishop,
yeah, go ahead.
here's my thing though. As Bears fans, shouldn't we want that because we get a higher pick if he does
Yes.
play?
Well, no, well,
Like I
not the
mean, I
playoffs part,
get,
but
like all that aside, I understand it. I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it benefits us as Bears fans if Justin does well because we get a higher pick. If he plays 51 or more percent of the snaps, we get a fourth round pick instead of a
mm-hmm,
sixth.
mm-hmm.
We should want a fourth rounder
But
Right.
because the
like here's the
fourth
thing,
rounder has a higher chance of making the team than somebody who's a sixth rounder.
but at
That's just the
least
Right.
truth,
but at least you and I both know that there are some Bears fans out there that'd rather be right than happy.
bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But that's the thing. I guess I'm just different then. I guess, but that's the thing. Like I don't know. I guess I just don't have it in my heart to do
But
it, man. I just don't have it in my heart to do it. Like
but
at the
my
end of
thing,
the day, at the end of the day, bro, I'm looking at it like, hey, we get a fourth round pick if he plays, so I'm a root for him to be playing. Like,
mhm,
but at the same time, like, you don't have to bash the man. I get it. If you didn't like him, that's fine. I get it. I understand it. That's your opinion. You have that right to your
right,
opinion.
exactly.
Right.
But I just don't. I feel like you don't have to bash the man because of that. Same
But
with
it's
Caleb, right?
and
I say
in
the
my
same thing about Caleb. Like you didn't have to like the decision Ryan Poles made, but at the end of the day, Caleb shouldn't get the heat for that because
No, no,
Caleb
exactly.
he
did
ain't getting
nothing
heat.
wrong at
Not
the
for
end
me.
of the day.
In fact, he did everything right at the end of the day
Exactly.
to be the
So
number one.
it's just this whole thing is nonsense in my opinion. It's BS in my opinion. Just be a
Mm-hmm,
Bears fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just I
mm-hmm.
don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I'm pulling for Caleb because he plays for the Bears. He wears the C on his helmet. At the end of the day, I root for guys who wear the C on their helmet, and I'm always gonna do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could pull up tweets of mine. I was kissing the ground Mitch Trubisky walked on. That's who I am. That's how I'm always going to be.
Especially after
Right.
that
I
Tampa
don't
Bay
care.
game.
I don't care
Oh
who
yeah.
is quarterback. I'm
Every
always
there's
gonna
a
be
bunch of
that
people
way.
doing that.
I'm always gonna kiss the ground the quarterback walks on. Every single time. You can pull
The
it
only
up.
thing, the only thing is like again, people fear about football takes, right? If they're way wrong,
I don't care
like
if I'm
they're.
wrong.
But here's the thing, AJ. I'm talking about the general
Yeah.
consensus, right?
He ain't talking about you.
So,
Uh,
a lot of people fear again the polarizing things about being in fear. People fear that if Justin sucks, that I've been getting bashed and bullied for like the last couple of months since like November. That man, they were right about Justin Fields and I'm wrong and blah blah blah. Like my football takes won't be taken care of. Like there's people on Twitter X that make a check off this app, right? And if they're wrong about something, they may feel a certain way about like, dang, like maybe my football takes, maybe like people gonna think I don't know ball or anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing goes for if Justin Fields balls out, right, and takes him to the playoffs, who knows? It would shatter all the narratives that have been pushed hard against him. But the same thing again, there's people on the Justin Fields side who bash Caleb. I'm like, bro, that's your quarterback. That's idiotic
I don't call
to
them
road
real Bears fans then. They weren't
exactly.
real
They're they're
Bears
they're they're
fans.
player they're
They're
fans of players.
player fans. That's the
They're player
difference.
driven.
That's
They're
they're
player driven.
player. They're
So
player driven. They're
so
not
I get when people say, hey, if you're gonna be talking like this, be a Steelers fan.
right.
Stop bashing the quarterback that supports this so you're supposed to team. But yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
really
consider them
yeah.
real Bears fans. Those people aren't real Bears fans.
So yeah,
What the ones
that's
that
why we
bash
having
Caleb?
these. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in bashing Caleb. Like Caleb, that dude's
I
a
don't
an
believe
all
in
star.
bashing Caleb.
He's
I don't, but I also don't believe in bashing Justin Fields either.
exactly like
I
the
don't.
hey
What do I gain out of bashing Justin Fields? That
Not
man
a
it's
is
thing.
gone in
Not a
Pittsburgh.
thousand.
Like, what do I gain out
exactly.
of that?
It's
Not a
just
thing.
again, it's about the I was right,
I don't give
and
a
that's all it's about.
damn. I
But you know
don't.
Like
what?
I know
Here's the
I know
thing. It's
you don't.
like
Yeah.
it's like people. And I was talking to Elise about this a couple weeks ago. We were talking about this something similar, not like this exact topic, but I was saying it's like you got people looking for their 15 minutes of fame, right? So they're gonna be all extra with their takes, right? Just so they can be like, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. It's certain
Because
people that they just keep pushing negative they keep pushing negative every time. Like all he tweets, if you put a positive tweet about Justin, they come right behind it with a negative. It's like, what's the point of that? Like, what are you getting out of that? What? So you could be
exactly,
right.
bro.
So guess
I was
what?
Yeah.
talking to someone about this yesterday. I'm like, okay, what's your point?
So what's
I don't
gonna
understand your
happen?
point.
So what's happened if he does turn out to be good? What are you gonna do then? You gonna try to change up and switch it up, act like you wasn't bashing this man? No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, they're
there's
gonna
no
stay
need.
quiet about their Justin Fields takes.
Right. There's no need. There's no need for that. Like, it's what for what? Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I,
I'm
bro,
not
I
on it.
don't
I'm
get it
not doing
either,
this.
bro.
I'm not doing this to be like. I'm not doing this like so I could be right and be like, yeah, no. I like Justin. I'm riding with Justin. I like Caleb for now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding with Caleb. Like I don't.
Hey,
Bro,
Like I didn't.
like I
exactly.
said, this is
You know.
this is a $300 plus jersey, Caleb. This is gonna be the last
Bro,
jersey, the quarterback
I
jersey I
still,
buy. I'm not gonna lie, like
bro,
this is
I
my
buy
investment,
court.
Caleb.
The crazy thing is, I still have a Mitch jersey in my closet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
That's
still have my Phil's jersey in my closet. I have my Caleb Williams jersey in my closet. I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
buy every quarterback, bro. That's just who I am by nature. I do not care, bro. I might get a Beijing one just because I feel like it.
I'm good.
Okay, like, bro, like for real. I have my Jay Cutler jersey in here, like that.
Like I
I
just
don't
like
know.
for
I
me.
just don't. I don't get it. I don't. I really don't
Like for
get it.
me. Like for me, it's like the people that are. I don't like the people that try to like basically force you to do something. Like it's like okay, they're like, oh, you got to automatically like Caleb
Telling you
because
how to
he the
fan.
Bears
They're telling
quarterback,
you how to
Mm.
fan.
bro.
That's
I
basically what it is.
wasn't. And there's nothing wrong with Caleb, but he got to show me. I'm sorry. I'm not. I all them wild throws don't wow me. I told Elise this. What was it? I think last week. I was talking to you. I
Mhm.
like underdog people. I'm
Mhm.
not the dude that be like if you. I don't like no one hype. I never get hype over no one #1 players and all that because I feel like a lot of them be overhyped. So
Right.
bro, you got to show me that you generational because the only generational person I see in this town right now that's young is
Connor
Bedard.
Bedard.
I
Yeah,
watched this
you see the jersey in the back already. So
dude.
Connor Bedard.
Dude is
Mhm.
nasty, like disgusting. Like
I will
just
say
watch it.
this. I
Oh,
will
go ahead.
say this. To Caleb Williams' point, the thing I like most about what he does is the fact that he's a lot of quarterbacks have like, every quarterback is a different arm slot. Caleb can throw just like what was it, Matthew Stafford, just like
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. He is versatile and proficient in all three arm slots. Arm slot being, you got the high, the 3/4, and the sidearm,
Mhm.
and he can make all those throws, and that's what makes him special. And also the ability to, like we already said it, like Caleb, his thing to play off script is going to work well in Chicago because the offensive line is never going to be 100%. It's
Hey,
never
don't
going to
say
be it.
that to me, Bishop.
It's
Don't say that to me.
the
Do not
offensive
say that near
line.
me, Bishop.
That
I don't need
that
to hear
offensive
that.
line is always going to have a
No,
hole in it.
don't say that near
Because
me.
when we got somebody like Nate Davis who's
Hey,
inconsistent in practice,
can you
for
calm
whatever
down?
reason, or for whatever reason it is, and I'm saying this like we don't know who the starter at center is.
Oh my goodness.
You out of your mind, Bishop. Get him out of here.
It comes down to everybody's so fearful of, oh, he's gonna get killed out there. I'm like, this is what Caleb dealt with for 2 straight years in USC.
Yeah, but that's different though. College
No,
and
no, no,
pros
no.
are always
Yeah,
different.
no, it is different.
Like you could do
However,
that. Like you could do that stuff in college, right? Zach Wilson did that stuff in college, and look at how he's panned out.
but
Like
but
it's
look
more
at the
to that
level.
than
But
just
Zach
being able to
Wilson.
do it in college.
But
Look,
that's what I'm saying. Quarterbacks.
I went to his worst game of his career, right? Which
No,
was
I get
Notre
that.
I
Dame
do got a
versus
question
USC,
for y'all about that though.
right?
Well,
I went to that worst game of his career, bro.
well, I'm gonna
Like,
land
that's
the plane real
that's the
quick.
first time he's ever faced a pro style defense.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Like,
It's also like you gotta look at it too. Like their system, they're not based on verbal cadence. They're not based on pre-snap reads. They're not it's based on motion, seeing. It's like what Dan Orlovsky said. What's Caleb's play calling in USC look like?
Yeah.
All right. Like Caleb will now be able to the main thing we need to look at is what he said. Blitz packages, coverages, and pre-snap reads. That way Caleb will be able to dissect and look at everything that's going on and say, okay, let me change this up. Let me hot route this. Let me motion this. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what they're showing. And it's different. Like you can anticipate if Caleb gets the notion of pre-snap reads down when it comes to blitzing, blocking schemes, and coverage, it's gonna be a almost seamless transition, just like it was for CJ Stroud, because CJ Stroud came from a verbal.
I'm with Julius. Until I see it, I'm not buying it. I'm not.
Like,
Do you think?
Nope.
I do got a question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all think that? And I just thought about this. I feel like Caleb is doing a good job of stoking the fire, and what I mean by that is, so he said, I'm good with the expectation, blah blah blah, whatever, all that good stuff. But then he turned around and answered the question like, "Hey, I need to work on this." So I feel like he's doing a good job of managing the fan base's expectations, right? So it's like he is like he'll let the fans get too hyped, and then it's like he'll come out and say something, and then everybody calm down.
Is this a statement or question, Julius?
It's kind of both, man. It's kind of
Okay.
both. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm thinking about it when you were talking. I'm just like, I can appreciate that because it's like he's not running from the smoke, but he's also not gonna he's not gonna what's the word? He's not gassing you up either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these fans that are gassing him up, he's like, hey, slow down. Hold on. I still gotta learn this and that.
Well, I feel like fans
you know
really aren't gassing him up. I feel like they're trying to tamper back expectations.
I feel, but I think it's partly because of him though. I think at first fans were, everybody was super excited, but then it's like after them first couple of practices or whatever, and
he's a rookie.
He was saying they were like, oh, hold on.
But hold on, didn't I say that from the jump though?
But I'm saying I know we said this. I'm talking about
I'm
other.
just saying,
I'm
like this,
saying,
and this is part of my problem. It's like I told people to temper expectations months ago. Now all of a sudden,
Mhm.
because Caleb tells you to do it, you're gonna kiss the ground and say yes or that. Nah, bro, no, no,
but
no, no, no,
I
no,
think
no. You don't get that
Caleb,
slide, bro. Nope.
Caleb and
Keep that same
I think
energy.
Caleb and his team, his parents and all that, they saw what happened with Justin. So it's like, okay,
Mhm.
we got to do things differently because if we don't manage it, it's gonna get out of control. See, what Justin's thing was, Justin was just, and I think y'all said it before. He's a little too nice, right? And
Yeah,
he
yes,
was,
man. Yeah,
you
yes,
know what
sir,
I'm
no,
saying? He
sir.
was a yes man. So it's like he didn't he didn't push back, right? He
Mhm.
embraced the wild expectations, which he probably should have never done that. And so it's like when he doesn't meet them, then it's like, oh, he sucks, he's this, he's that. It's like, and that's the thing. I think I was telling Lisa recently, like Chicago fans, or I forget, maybe my homeboy, we will cheer people if they work hard and like we'll put these ridiculous expectations on them. And the minute they don't do it, it's like, oh, you suck. Like, but hold on, dude could be decent and he could be doing his job. But the minute they not reaching the expectation that the fans set, then it's like they suck, and then they turn on them. It's like I don't know why we do that to our
We
players.
do it
See, I
every
don't
time,
understand
bro.
it.
That's
I
why
have
I
no
don't
idea.
even acknowledge these fools, bro. That's why I don't have expectations. Bro, y'all do that. Because I know the minute it don't work out, the minute this kid doesn't meet your expectations, you're going to be on his neck. And I'm going to be sitting here like, bro, like, I told y'all to calm down. Like, just let the kid play. Like, geez,
Mhm.
like, I just don't get it. I don't know.
But yeah,
Well, the thing is, you gotta understand the market with Chicago. It's one of the best sports markets in the world, and
I get all that, but
and the thing is, it's how can I put this? Like when Eddie Murphy actually said in one of his, it's like, we said like when like a starving man in the desert has an ordinary cracker, right, and he eats it, he's gonna think that's the best cracker in the world. Like that's the best thing he ever tasted, just because he's been starving. Chicago fans have been starving for a quarterback. We're tired, like they appreciate the good defense, but we're tired of being known for just that. They want to get with the modern day NFL, right? The thing is, Caleb represents that bridge to the modern day NFL. The thing that
I
we
haven't seen him do that yet. He hasn't
well
played a game yet.
well because this is how I say it, right? He brings in endorsements, he brings in attention. You already see what he's doing with HBO. Um, he brings that attention to the Chicago Bears, and we see how like the Bears organization front office showed reluctancy to, hey, they're trying to do the McCaskies are saying, hey, we're trying to do the things to become modern NFL, but they're not modern NFL minds. That's why they hired Kevin Warren to do his thing, but now we have this bout between the Lakefront and Arlington, right? We had that bout a little bit with HBO and George, even though George said, I'm gonna step back and be a fan. I'm just I'm gonna step back and just let the people that we hire do what they do. They're not doing that, right? It literally took like a bunch of arm pulling to be like, okay, fine, we're gonna do this because it's gonna enhance the profitability of the Bears stock, right? So when a quarterback comes in that is stouted like Caleb, and then you just had the year prior somebody like CJ Stroud do what he did,
mm-hmm.
the expectations are all on Caleb. And the fact that Caleb is not you saw him on the Stephen A show. He said, is it right? Is it wrong for me to not expect that type of performance out of you? And he said, no, twice.
Right.
Right. And the
I
reality
get
that we
all
have to,
that, but I
but hold on, real quick. The thing is, we have to look at the roster. The thing that the Bears are doing now that no other team has done, they never had no number one quarterback. Every number one quarterback that's gone into the league has gone to a team that was number one for a reason, right? No number one quarterback is stepping into the situation that Caleb is stepping into with the arm talent this man has, the IQ, and the fact that he can reset a pocket no matter where he's at in there. We saw him step up in the pocket and deliver a strike to DJ Moore to look off defenders. We see that already. That's not having to be coached into him. That's already done for the coach. It's like, okay, the only thing we need to teach this man is solidifying pre-play packages for the defense, the pre-snap reads, right? So he has the tangibles. And the fact is you have a potential, like what DJ Moore said, the potential to have 3 1,000-yard receivers. You have DJ Moore, who just signed a lucrative, one of the most lucrative contracts in NFL history for a wide receiver his caliber, which tells me that he believes in Caleb Williams. You have Keenan Allen, who just came off one of the best years of his career, and he's getting older, but he's getting better. And then now you bring in a young Roma Dunze. And then you still got Cole Kmet, and then you have Gerald Everett, and then you have Swift in the backfield. Like, there's nobody, no number one has ever seen this type of talent on a team coming in.
But that's the thing, though. I watched Swift in Detroit. He's not all that. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, as someone who watched DeAndre Swift, because the Lions drafted DeAndre Swift. He's not all that. He's not. He's just not.
But the thing is though, DeAndre Swift, his capabilities is not going to be in the run game. I mean, yeah, he can run the ball. We've seen that against the Bears. He's gashed up the Bears a couple times. You cannot deny that. The thing is, his usefulness is going to be that last dump off option, right? On screen passes. Still
not all that though.
But he's shifty. In
There's
screen,
a reason this is
plays,
third team in 4 years. Like,
it's the thing. I
don't know about that, because the Eagles, hey, if you get Saquon, you're gonna get Saquon.
Yeah. Swift was a cap casualty for the Eagles.
Yeah. Like, he got traded for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
But the thing, they had Demo and they had Gibbs. Like, you're not going to need somebody like Swift.
Because they're better. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're better options.
Well,
like,
the Detroit,
is not all that.
Detroit is not. But you can agree with me. Detroit is not a running back by committee type team.
No,
they're a two back offense. The thing is, Swift, where players are utilized, because it's not apples to apples. Where players are utilized best, I think. Like, we saw what the running back, I forgot his name, in Seattle last year, what he was able to do, right? Under the certain package, when it came out to screen options, dump off options, even RPOs,
Zach
right?
Charbonnet?
With the young cat, I think it was his
Zach
first year.
Charbonnet?
Yeah.
Charbonnet.
So Charbonnet, okay.
With Michigan, then UCLA.
Yep. So we see how he was utilizing Shane Waldron's offense, right? The thing is, Shane is utilization of the run game, or the disguise packages, to be able to see certain screens, because we're going to see screens.
Charbonnet, for one, is younger and has less wear and tear on his body than somebody like DeAndre Swift.
I feel like DeAndre Swift is going to be a pivotal point in Williams' development when it comes to it's going to be the oh shit moments where it's like DeAndre Swift's going to be out in the flat, throw it to him. He's going to be able to get to it, and Swift can operate in the open field.
That's why he had a good year with the Eagles.
Don't get
he did.
I'm being so serious.
I'll get my hopes up with Swift. I'll be on record and say, you know what, I believe in Swift. I think he's going to be an important piece of this offense.
I feel like this.
Look, I get the excitement for people, but I need to see it on the field, right? It's fun to imagine, right? It's good to imagine, but they have yet to suit up and play a game. Right? Caleb has yet to get hit first by an NFL defender. I don't care about college. I don't care what you did in college. I do not care. Do not. Okay? Everybody looks good in college. Okay? I saw J.J. McCarthy throw 140 yards, win a national championship, and he's not a good NFL quarterback. And he will never be.
But here's the thing. AJ, on that same breath, you said, hey, they haven't played an NFL snap yet. We don't know. We don't know. JJ could be good.
Okay,
he could be a sleeper. He could be.
If he's good, I'll buy season tickets to the Minnesota Vikings. That's how confident I am.
All right, everybody heard it here.
So
I just think it depends on what team. We obviously see that coaching does matter and who you paired with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't be just go to one coach and be great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Patrick Mahomes.
Here's the thing. I don't trust Matt Eberflus like most people. I don't.
Yeah. I don't
this man choked 4 fourth quarter games last season. I don't. Sorry. No, he's gonna have to show me, bro. This is what I'm saying. You could say the talent's this, the talent's that. Keenan Allen's old as dirt, okay? We don't know what Rome's going to look like. Like Cole Kmet is Cole Kmet, a dog, okay? But once you take that first hit, once you start rattling this quarterback, that's why to me an offensive line is important for a rookie quarterback. It's not good. Okay, that's okay to say at this point. That's why they're looking at interior offensive linemen. That's been reported by several outlets.
Yeah,
It's that important. I get it. He's a talented dude. That's good. Yeah, in college, he looked great. I get all of that. I do. And I hope he does well for the sake of the Chicago Bears. But at the same time, I also seen talented quarterbacks come here and ruin their careers. Okay? Like until I see otherwise, I'm not gonna buy into this nonsense. I'm just not.
My
Because I know
thing,
once that first hit comes, once you start rattling him and tearing down his confidence, nah, bro, he ain't gonna
well,
be that guy.
here's
He's not.
here's the thing. I will tell you right
No.
now, the from what I have ascertained from these interviews with Caleb Williams and stuff like that, I don't think he's the guy to have his confidence shattered like that. My
You
thing
say
is,
that
my
now.
no, no,
They
but
say
but
that
but
for every
but
quarterback
but
now.
but here's the thing. I'm saying Bishop is saying that he's not that type of guy to
Everyone
have
said
his
that about.
confidence. My worry is that if you get toe tagged enough times, that clock
That's what
gets
I'm
sped up, and
saying.
yeah,
that's
That's
not more
what
of a
I'm.
confidence thing, but that's that. Hey, you made like Jay Cutler, we saw it. His
You
clock was
saw it
sped
with
up.
David
You
Carr.
know,
Everyone said the
David
same
Carr,
thing
yeah.
about David Carr, and guess
hmm
what? He, bro, they messed up his internal
But
clock, and
I
that's why
think,
to me, yeah, you could say he's this, that, and the third, and they have this, that, and the third, but bro, like you don't have dogs up front
well,
to protect him,
this
and
is
that's
what
the
I'll say. This
problem for
is
me.
my thing that I hope for Caleb in the start. Let's say the offensive line is 50% of what it could be, right? With injuries and people coming back or whatever. I don't want to see bootlegs where he turns his back to the defense. If he's going to do play action pass, it's going to be you're not turning your back to defense with this type of offensive line. If you're going to boot right or if you're going to do RPO, that's one thing. But for the first few weeks, if they're going to do, they better get all the play. They better do all the rollouts and play action passes through preseason. And going on that to change the subject a little bit to shift the focus. I'm seeing mixed reports of people saying that he is going to be playing at least a snap or two in preseason against the Bills on
He
Saturday.
he
But then
needs
I
to
see
play.
people that saying, "Oh, with this offensive line, that it's not going to be, he's not going to play." Which I'm like, that's if you think he's not going
Here's
to play his first reason because of offensive line. I'm sorry, you don't know ball because the thing is, you need reps.
thank you. I was gonna
What
say
you're
that.
teaching, if you're going to hold Caleb Williams out because the offensive line is not full health, what you're teaching him is like, we want you to play, but in the most perfect conditions. There's never going to be a perfect situation ever in the NFL. Injuries are a part of the game. That's just how it is.
Mhm.
It's about how you man up. The thing is, if you're dealing with all second string offensive linemen, guess what? You're still expected to be Caleb Williams. It does
yeah,
not matter. There's no
exactly,
excuses. It's the NFL. We
exactly.
pay you millions of dollars. And boy, man just signed a signing bonus of $25.5 million.
Mhm.
We expect
Yeah,
you to play in any condition.
Well,
So
I just want him to get better each week. I don't,
that's
you
all.
know.
Exactly. And think about this. If we have the
I'm not
offensive
going.
line that we have, well, at
He's
least think about this. Think about this, at least. If we have the offensive line that we have going into Saturday's game, and this man
Mhm.
ends up having good reps, he doesn't necessarily ball out and get the stats, but you see the flashes that he can do, it exudes
Well,
your confidence.
to be fair, I will say this: I expect him to do well in preseason because preseason is very vanilla. So
It's
yes,
very vanilla, yes, but it's still
very
NFL
vanilla.
speed. It's
So
he
still
still
NFL
need
he
that.
speed.
should
Yeah,
do
yeah, he
he
still
should do
need that.
very well.
He
He
still
should
need
do
to
But
see
very
the.
well.
He
but
still
here's the
need to
thing:
see them guys
the
coming off
defense
the
is
end.
the
Like, yeah,
defense is balling out. We saw in last week's practice 3 times in a row, Montez Sweat got to Caleb. In the last one, he hit him and got taken out of the drill.
he had to get taken out of practice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He kept
that's
getting
like that. Like
great.
Caleb sees that. He feels it. If this defense is what it is when we start the last 7 games, but it's even if we have that defense and better because our secondary has been upgraded, our defensive line, it's one, like somebody said on Twitter, and I agree with it. It's one Montez Sweat injury away from being meh. But our linebackers are pristine. He's seen a
I get all that, but also this is another thing about that whole conversation we were talking about earlier. Like practice and off season stuff, the speed isn't the same either though. Like literally, they're not like most of the time. If you like, because I went to practice, right? Most of the time when they do pass plays and stuff, the DBs have to let up. The DBs and
Yeah.
linebackers and stuff have to let up, so they're not even going full speed either.
Tyreek
Like it's
Stevenson didn't
just
let up
like
on that
the
interception when he
speed.
dove over
Like
DJ Moore.
Hell
you
no,
got what?
I said Tyreek Stevenson didn't let up on that intercept, that ridiculous web gem that he had of an interception over DJ Moore when he dived over him
I
and caught the
mean,
ball.
yeah, yeah, but he still wasn't going like full game speed. Like you could tell, like game speed. That's why I think, and the week one is gonna tell the story because week one that's full like game speed. Like they're coming
Well,
at you
week one,
faster than they would
well,
during a practice
to
setting.
translate what
Like,
you're saying, it's not that it's full game speed, it's actual game planning, game management,
like,
right? Like you want to see
like in practice, they
Caleb.
barely wear pads. They'll wear pads for like
Yeah,
one, maybe two days out the week.
So
which I get.
who y'all think gonna play this? Who do y'all think is gonna play? An estimate who you think is gonna play?
I think we're gonna see. Oh,
I
y'all know
think
what
the
I'm trying to
starters.
say, right?
Yeah.
Here, let me say this: the starters need to play.
Yep. I think everybody needs to play except for Keenan Allen.
Everybody needs to play, maybe except Keenan Allen, because
Keenan Allen and Cole Kmet. Those are the only two starters I think they can afford us a sit.
Nah,
the whole offensive line needs to play.
Cole's still young. Even Cole.
You think so?
I think Cole needs to go out there.
Cole needs to play.
I just think he needs to get blocking reps. I don't think he needs to run routes.
Yeah, but still, he's still young though. Cole needs to be out there. If anything, I guess you can make the argument for Gerald Everett because he's 33, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Mercedes
him
Lewis.
and Mercedes Lewis, but no, Cole needs to be out there. He's only like 25, 26, 25. Yeah, he needs to be out there. But your starters need to be out there. Caleb needs to play. I think in my personal opinion, he needs to play at least a series.
Well, here's the thing. He's supposed to get 45 to 55 snaps in the preseason in 3 games. He's gonna have to play a whole quarter for us to meet that number.
Hey, you just got to my point, Bishop. I was just about to say, in a perfect world, I'd play him a quarter, and then I'm yanking him out, right?
Yep.
And then probably like a series the next game against since we play the Bengals, right? The Bengals. Yeah, play him like a series against the Bengals. And then they probably don't play.
Well,
don't do that.
Well, here's the thing. Eberflus has a knack. I think he's gonna play 1 or 2 series against the Bengals because remember they have joint practices. I really think.
So he might not
remember last year though. But last year they had the joint.
They sat him.
Yeah, they sat him.
The stupidest thing ever.
But it's different because this is a rookie. This is a rookie though that we're talking about.
But if you remember, Bishop, even the Colts sat Richardson in that game. Remember?
Yeah.
They did. Well, it's because what I remember is in reports that they were sitting Richardson because the number 1 defense wasn't playing. They said Eberflus said, I feel like I've seen enough in the joint practice where I don't need to play the starters. The thing is, with a rookie and Caleb Williams,
that's no excuse though.
No, but that's Eberflus. This is Eberflus. Remember, this is Eberflus.
Remember,
this is Eberflus. We're dealing with a 3rd-year quarterback in Justin Fields in the first team offense and defense. The thing is, that's why there's no point for the Colts to play Richardson because he wasn't going to go up against the first team defense. The Richardson was going to be a starter. He was already named QB1 in training camp last year, right? After 2 weeks, after the second week, 2 weeks in a row, he was named number 1. So if I want to see the best out of my quarterback, I don't want to see him carving up a number 2 defense because that's not what he's gonna see, right?
I get all that, but
with the rookie quarterback, when everybody is hitting, right? Everybody's going full speed. We saw how Mills juked the hell out of our free rusher. I forgot what his name was.
Austin Booker.
No, it wasn't Austin Booker. It was somebody. He put somebody on the ground. Austin Booker was playing on the right side of the defensive lineman. This was on the left side.
Jacob Martin. What's that? Dominic Robinson.
Dominic Robinson. It was Dominic. Like he was in hot pursuit, and then all Mills had to do was just drift to the right, and just dropped him. Right. The thing is, everybody is in hit mode in games. In practice, is not as much. Right.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Caleb needs to see. Yeah, Caleb needs to see. Even after joint practices, he needs to see at least 2 series. Because I feel like in joint practice you get enough.
I agree with you, but I don't think he plays if they have a joint practice with the Bengals. That's what I'm saying.
No, not with a rookie. Rookie quarterback, you gotta get as much reps as possible. Like he's already done a lot with getting the reps that he did in the 2 years that he did in the half season that he had with Oklahoma. But when it comes down to NFL reps, he needs every rep. Every meaningful rep possible.
I don't disagree with you, Bishop. I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, knowing what Eberflus did last year with the joint practices, I don't see him playing the starters against the Bengals. I don't.
Yeah. My thing is I just
don't
need,
think he should do that personally.
He needs to. He needs to. Caleb needs to. Caleb needs to make every single throw. He needs to get all the mistakes out. Get all the mistakes out in practice. Throw as many interceptions you want in preseason. But
I think all the starters need that because I'm tired of us coming out sluggish and slow every season.
This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see from Caleb. I want to see him like really chin check the defense. Meaning, I want him to throw a wild throw. I want him to do something where he resets the pocket. I want to see him get it to his guy. I want to see him to extend the play, not scramble, but scoot out the pocket, create a new pocket from his space, get it out to his guy. I want to see him make those daring throws that you typically would not make in the NFL, right? I want him to make the mistakes. I want him to bounce back from it. I want to see Caleb, contrary to belief, I want to see him throw an interception and then see the next series of how he reacts to it. If we it's preseason, but at the end of the day, you'll see a lot of character. You'll see a lot of character. You'll know the quarterback that you have by the amount of mistakes that he makes. Think about it. Think about the person who made the most mistakes as a number one. As a first round draft pick, Jamar Chase. How many people got on him?
Bro, they was hard on his neck.
And then
he got all the drops out of his system because he was trying new things. He was trying.
Yep.
He was trying back shoulder like twister, like 180 catches. He was trying all of it. He was trying to track all this stuff. He got it all out of the system. Now what he is, he's one of the top 3 receivers in the league right now.
But who struggled? You know who struggled too? CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud, exactly.
Remember? He struggled, and everyone was like, "Oh no, I don't think CJ Stroud's it." Blah blah blah. Bro, he got all his mistakes out in preseason. Like, he didn't look good in preseason. But you know what? Didn't matter because when he got to the regular season, what happened? That man was on a heater.
I just want to see what Caleb Williams can see, what he can get away with and what he can't do in certain situations.
Like now,
I feel bad for Bryce Young, man. I told Elisa the other day, I feel bad for Bryce Young because he's in a terrible situation.
Yeah, he's behind the worst offensive line. He's built like my son's almost taller than him.
And that's another thing,
ripped
right?
To shreds, and his team is garbage.
That's another thing.
What do you expect him to do?
Right. That's another thing
number
I don't
one.
want, right? And I think that's why I'm one of those people. I'm just gonna let the season play out, right? Anything could happen, right? It's the NFL, right?
The thing is,
God forbid, right? Knock on wood. I hope this don't happen. But what if something happened to Caleb? Then what's gonna happen to the season? See what I'm saying? Like, I'm just
injuries are part of the
mindset.
I think we gotta.
But here's the thing: we've seen plenty of time.
What if he's not the guy we expect him to be? Like,
you don't have expectations, at least. So that sentence you said just doesn't make sense because you don't have expectations yet.
As long as he keeps us going this way, I'm good with that.
That's
but
why
if we
I
like
don't have
this,
expectations,
or it's
right?
I'm gonna be like, hold on, dog.
That's why I don't have expectations, Bishop. It's because, again, I've seen this story before, right? All these people come in with these wild expectations. And then when these players don't meet them, these fans want to act like it's the end of the world, this, that, and the third.
This is why I like
Bryce Young got so much heat. And I know Bryce Young is a better player than what he showed.
Bryce Young still made some plays. He still made some plays. We get on him because there's a lot more bad plays than good ones, but he still made some plays.
Bryce is a dog, right? But Bryce was in the worst situation possible.
Because he's the number one overall draft pick. That's the worst overall situation.
But at the same time, right? I just don't want that. I don't want that for Caleb.
Yeah,
let me ask Bishop.
I'm not putting him on him. I can't do it.
Do you feel like how much percentage wise would you put on that? How much percentage would you put on Bryce Young for the Panthers season last year?
I'll give him 20%.
Okay. 20.
And I asked you,
Like
you're a quarterback, so you understand it. I feel like there's people that don't understand what this man went
you got to look at
quarterback.
as a quarterback. The thing is, with a quarterback as a quarterback mindset, you got to have short-term memory. You got to count your W's. Like for anybody that golfs in the chat, you got to count your wins because you're gonna have bad swings, you're gonna have shanks, you're gonna have horrible green play. It is what it is. But for if you go back and look at Bryce Young's highlights when he had time, when he was able to step back and read defenses, when he was able to read the coverage, that man was surgical on certain on select series. And that's the thing. You look at Bryce Young for the potential. That's the potential he showed. He can be that quarterback. It's just a fact of is that organization excuse me, is that organization going to build from the inside out? Because they're thinking about, oh, we gotta get him receivers, we gotta do this. No, get him an offensive line.
They just did. They just did.
So
and he got better when they got hit. What was that receiver they got back later in the season? What was it?
From who?
They got somebody back. The receiver, it was one of the receivers. He got hurt in the preseason, I think, and he missed a bunch of games.
Oh, you talking about Terrace Marshall?
Yeah, they got better as they got people back healthy.
But didn't they just get? They got that old. Who'd they just get in a trade? They got some receiver in a trade. What's that dude's name? Why can't I think of his name?
Because he's not important.
Nah, he's important. Deontay Johnson. They just got Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, they did.
They fixed the offensive line. Like they just got one of the two. They actually got two of the best guards on the market. Like, no, they fixed it up for Bryce.
What's a good guard when you get in toe tag from the outside? Their tackles are terrible. That's the thing. Their centers are bad. They have good guards, but however, their tackles are abysmal. Yes.
They get new tackles.
The tackles from last year were abysmal. Like a lot of you see a lot of pursuit.
Hold on though, because the only one I agree with you is their right tackle, Moten or whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah.
But Ike Ekwonu was a dog. You know what it was? Their O-line coach was not good. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that a buck. That's why he got fired. Like their O-line coach was terrible because I saw it with the Colts, right? So we get Colts games here, and then we get like Bears and Steelers and Cincinnati. So the Colts, when they went 4-12 or whatever and got Anthony Richardson, their O-line was terrible, and that O-line was the same O-line they trotted out last year, and they finished top 10. That was the same, literally, that O-line they trotted out last year was the same O-line that struggled when they went 4-12.
I'm trying to see they tackled all y'all.
Literally, it had Quentin Nelson and Ryan Kelly, man in the middles with Will Fries. That O-line unit in I think it was 2022, all right? That offensive line in 2022 ranked bottom third. And then last year they ranked top 10. All because of a switch of an O-line coach.
Well, that's the thing. That whole offensive line. Well, that's the thing. That's why I appreciate Caleb Williams for his ability to escape, because he feels his head is on a swivel. Like that man, I said before, that man has Hall of Fame boxer footwork.
Like, and that's why to me, I don't until I see a new and improved Matt Eberflus, I don't trust this team at all. I don't care how good Caleb is.
I think
Moten, Trey Orr, and then they have
what?
Crawford. That's the Panthers. They got Ekwonu, Lee, Moten, Trey Orr, and it's another dude, Crawford. Like he's another.
No, they've changed this year. So this year is Ekwonu is left guard or left tackle. Left guard is Damian Lewis from Seattle. They moved Austin Corbett to center, and then right guard is
who they got right now.
Right guard's Robert Hunt, and then right tackle's Moten or whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. They got Damian Lewis. Yeah, he guard.
Yeah, Lewis and Robert Hunt. They got Robert Hunt from Miami.
Yeah.
So
they got a better offensive line. I ain't gonna lie, they do.
It's
like I said, I think I want the Buffalo Bills to throw as many blitz packages. Or just blind, like the zero blitzes
they gonna blitz in preseason though?
Yeah, they blitzed Justin Fields his rookie year.
But I think that was because of Mitch though. That was for Mitch. They was trying to.
But
I was at that game.
Mitch was back in Buffalo.
Listen. I'm telling y'all this right now. I was at that game. The first play, you knew they was playing for Mitch. The first play.
Yeah, well,
Them
yeah,
dudes
they were.
came
Yeah,
out
they were.
like they here
Yeah, they
on
were.
I'm telling y'all, I was there. They came out to send a message, bro. I saw, I
Here's
was like, oh, they not playing.
well with the same thing, Julius. Here's the thing. As a defender, that all you're seeing when you because defensive players and NFL players watch ESPN and Sports Center and NFL Network too.
We're always playing
When you
Buffalo though.
when
We
you
played Buffalo last year.
yeah, we'll never play them in the season. Almost almost never.
Damn
We're
right.
always
But
playing
it's
Buffalo.
been like 7 years since we played them in the actual regular season. But what I was saying is this: as a defensive minded player, like if I'm on a defense and every time I turn on the TV and I see Caleb Williams, you're gonna want to send a message.
Oh, they ain't doing no
I mean,
favors.
That's what I'm saying.
you heard Jeffrey Simmons. He already like, nah, I'm ready for me, bro. Like you
Mhm.
already heard Jeffrey Simmons. He already like, nah, bro, I'm not. I'm about to go full speed on this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He's
he's
like,
ready to
we're
go
gonna see.
full speed on
They
Caleb's
want
head.
to. They want to see.
They put him as the pitcher too. The
Yep.
PFP.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Like y'all
Jeffrey
know
Simmons
what y'all
wants
doing.
Caleb Williams. He's already said it. He's publicly said it. Nah, bro.
Mhm.
Nope. He wants Caleb Williams.
Well,
He wants him
hey,
bad.
yeah, I'll tell you right now.
He said he will not. He literally said he won't be satisfied if he doesn't get a sack on Caleb Williams. He will not be satisfied. He said, I don't care if we win or lose. I will not be satisfied if I don't get a sack on Caleb Williams.
Him and what's his name up the middle gonna be a problem.
Bro, Tavondre Sweat is huge.
Them two big dudes just eating.
That's a
whole
big
lot of
dude.
Space.
Space.
Him next to Jeffrey Simmons. That's that's damn near
dog.
700
Like,
pounds of dude. Just two
do
dudes.
we have
700
any
pounds,
update on
man.
Tevin Jacobs? Is the injury serious?
I just know he just did not practice again today. That's all I know.
Oh no, nope. I know what that means. Yeah, I know what that means.
No, but you know what? But here's the thing: Montez Sweat also didn't practice on Sunday. But you know what he was doing? He was running that Walter Payton Hill with the strength and conditioning. So these injuries may not be as serious as the thing. Like the thing is, what I learned
Tevin
from
Jacobs running?
no, he was doing light workouts on the side. The thing is, when you wear like training camps, always gonna have wear and tear. So you have days where you pick where it's like, okay, we're gonna go with this guy in the drill 100% or 80% or however game speed they call it 80% of game speed, right? It's like if they feel like
serious.
it's I don't think it is. Just from what they say, it's just like it was a non-football injury.
You can't even be certain on that. I'm just being serious.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think Tevin will be
Montez.
week one.
I would believe that, but Tevin, I don't even.
The only player I'm worried about not playing week one is Kyler Gordon. That's the only player I'm worried about.
He's another one. He's another one. I was telling my dad this yesterday. He's another one, bro. Like as good as you are, nice player, bro stays hurt.
Oh,
Kyler Gordon.
Oh, yeah,
he stays hurt.
Yeah. And I didn't even know he hurt again.
Yes,
he's been hurt. He's missed the last like 6 practices.
Week.
Yeah, he missed 6 practices already.
It's like last week. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like Kyler Gordon, nice player, but man, it's another one. Can't stay healthy. Like
that's the thing that be bothering me, man. Like
that exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Stay healthy. Like I didn't get to say what Bishop he texted in the group chat last week about he thinks the Bears need to hire a new strength and conditioning.
Probably.
But I thought they fired somebody in the offseason.
Yeah, I thought they did too.
Yeah,
maybe like 1 or 2 people. But the thing is, no, they didn't get a new. I believe they said they had the same regimen that they had since we had Kyle Long, and we know how that went.
Oh yeah, they need to change that then. Like, and that's the thing though. It's like, this is why I don't think Tevin Jacobs is getting paid. Like, bruh, bro, great player, fantastic play, a dog, bro, an all-pro when healthy. But that's part of his problem. He can rarely stay healthy. Like,
this is why
they could say it's nothing, but with Tevin Jacobs, I can't even be sure if that's the truth. I'm just gonna be real.
I think the thing is, I think this. I think Saturday, the only person that we might not have is Tevin on the offensive line. It's gonna be
Nate gonna go.
Nate's gonna go. Nate's gonna go. He has to. I think so.
He need to go. He absolutely
need to
go. I
go,
agree.
but does that mean he go though?
Nate gets a series.
You think?
Because I think because it goes Nathan Jatier Carter.
Okay, so let's talk about from the Hall of Fame game ratchet, right? Because I know we getting short on time. what do y'all think about this supposed QB battle
There's no QB
It's
battle.
no battle,
at
bro.
number 2?
It's Bajent.
It's Bajan.
Bro, oh my goodness.
It's
man.
Bajan.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Bajent. There's a reason
I
why
said-
Bajent only got like one series. Like, there's a reason why he didn't really play. It was
Thank
the
you.
Hall of Fame game has always been about the third string in the practice squad. Like, who's going to be on the
Literally,
53 man
bro.
or who's going to be on the practice squad. That's all it really is.
He
That's why.
played a series. Like, right. He
yeah.
played a series, bro. Like, it's
And Bajan also was the first quarterback in like what 7 years to win his first game starting.
Since Craig Krenzel. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So
I
it's
remember
Bajan.
Craig Krenzel.
Yeah, it's Bajent.
Yeah.
QB2. It's
Yeah,
really
I
it's
agree.
really a battle between Ripon and Austin Reed.
Literally, bro. Like,
I agree with
that,
I
like
just-
people are like, "Oh, it's a comp." No, it's not.
It ain't.
It
This is
Bajan is
entertainment.
QB2,
Yeah.
bro. He's been taking all the second team reps.
Mhm.
That man
Literally.
Still
played,
confused today.
let me see.
He
Brett Rippon
took
has played,
all the
what,
second
10
team
games
reps
in
today,
5 years?
Mhm.
bro. He's not like it's Bajan's job, bro. He's QB2. It's
What I
no,
did
like,
see,
literally
what-
QB2.
What did you
Look
see?
at this, y'all. QB2.
What did you see about the offense, though? Yeah.
the conditions for the field were terrible, so we didn't really get to see
They
too
were.
much of a stout running, like route running. Like, of course, Collins, he did his thing.
It was so
but
vanilla though.
Colin
Like
Johnson.
it was just, hey, there's football. Here it is. That's what
right,
that's my
basically-
reaction from Hall of Fame. I was the only reason why people watch this is because, again, that starving man in the desert, coming out 3 days in the desert, and you get that one thing of
I
cracker.
just like football.
it's-
I like to
it's
see
football.
people hit each other.
That's what I'm saying. It's football.
just
It's a
like
live
football,
game.
though.
You get the reactions from the commentators. You get the interviews. But let's be real. The only reason why people were really tuning in to see this football game was
The kickoff
to
rules.
get the kickoff rules and to see if. I'm so mad that they did this. I wanted to see Tory Taylor so bad.
Bro,
Yo,
And when
they-
I sat
my
him,
goodness.
Bro,
Me and
hold
Elise
on,
on the
hold on.
space, we said this
Hold
right
on.
before we got off.
I
Man,
was heated when I thought. I'm like, bro, you could at least.
they,
I knew Caleb wasn't gonna play. You could at least give it me Tory Taylor.
So,
I was
but here's the thing.
heated.
Here's the thing. This is when my reaction, my wife's reaction when I laughed. She laughed so hard. I said, when they punted, I said, cool. I said, fourth down. I was like, cool. Tory Taylor time. And I looked back. I said, oh, that's a brother. Like,
Corliss
I'm like,
Waiterman.
yeah.
It's
I said,
Corliss
that's a
Waiterman.
brother. That ain't Tory Taylor. So, my thing with the offense, to me, that's a good sign, because if you consider Tory Taylor a secret weapon that you got to sit him down, come on now.
Yeah,
The field flipping is going to be real. The
no, I
pinning.
mean, Elise said he good as advertised. When she
He
said
is.
right, she said he good as
Right, like
advertised.
you're almost
I'm
hitting like.
selfish, Bishop. That's what it is. I'm selfish. Okay.
I haven't heard.
No.
I heard.
I
I haven't
like
heard
to see-
anything bad except for rookie minicamp. Like his first day, he shanked it.
Mhm.
Other than that, everything's like.
What you're
Look,
going to,
I'm
because the way
selfish,
the foundation of a punter, the thing is, as a QB, like you do practice
But
close to where the punters are, and they have a certain thing. They kick the ball where you're not getting a turnover, like a field goal, where you don't want to get the X, you want to get an actual turnover of the ball.
I also
Punters kick it.
said in the space. I said I'm like, maybe because they play Houston so early, they didn't want to give anything away.
No. The thing is, Tory Taylor had something for them that they didn't want to show, and they didn't want to show the world. The thing is, we'll see Tory Taylor, but it wasn't going to be in the Hall of Fame game. My thing is this: Tory Taylor, the way punters have to kick the ball is they have to kick it to where it's like almost like a turnover spiral.
Yeah.
So when it bounces straight up, right? So you're gonna see him kicking it, shanking it, because you don't kick it in the middle of your foot. You kick it off the side of your foot so you can get a
Kick it
rotation.
off the side. Mhm.
Exactly. And the fact that Tory Taylor can get height and rotation on the ball to where that ball,
Bro, his hang time
bounces
is
straight up.
ridiculous.
it's almost 6 seconds. It's like what the longest was like 5.4 seconds.
Bro, his hang time's virtually unfair. I'm
You
just
know
like,
they.
yeah,
You know
bro.
they really like him. The Bears use the internet, some unknown thing nobody ever even knew about.
International pathway.
Cap.
Yep.
Yeah, like what?
And it doesn't count as to the first. So we technically have 54. We'll have 54 men.
No,
on the
it
team.
only counts for the 90 men.
For the 90.
Really?
minutes.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
90. I thought it was for the 50. Okay,
No,
never mind. Okay,
it's
thanks
for
for
the
the
Crazy.
clarification.
Like the Bears went deep into the rules. Like what are we doing? Like that's
Yeah, it's only for the 90 men. So once 53 starts, they can't use it on them.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm looking
That means
forward to
one-
it, man.
I mean, one extra person gets a rep that they might deserve and they might not. Who knows?
Yeah. But anyway, it was very I was just happy to see football. So, you're not going to get complaints from me. I watch the Hall of Fame game every year, regardless of who's playing, because I
Yeah.
like football. I love to see dudes out there getting their thing on, So, it's
I want to
great.
say
It's great.
Austin Booker is definitely someone I'm watching.
Mm.
Him and Dominique.
Yeah.
The Austin Booker's first snap was really good. Everything else after that was meh. But again, field conditions matter. His first rep, he was able to do a swim move and got his guy down to the ground and almost got to the quarterback. The second rep, he almost pushed his guy into the quarterback. But everything after that was like, neither here nor there.
Yeah, he's still learning. But you could tell. I mean, they knew that he was a project. It's like they can allow him to come along slowly because they know they got Dom Rob. Like, Dom Rob ain't done nothing, but he still. This is what, 4th year now. It'll be his third or 4th year.
It's gonna be his third, I think.
3rd year. So at least he's got experience in the actual NFL game, and that gives Booker a time to adjust. You know what I'm saying? And he can learn from Montez Sweat. He can learn from DeMarcus Walker, and plus they got Walker who can slide to the outside too. So it's like you don't really need Dom Rob or Booker to do anything because they got Walker. They could put Sweat, Billings, Dexter, and Walker out there, and that'll be a devastating line. And then you got Pickens, Booker, Dom Rob.
Pickens was very disappointing this last game. Not gonna lie, I had a lot of high hopes for him being a run stuffer. That man got walked to the sideline, like literally walked. Wasn't blocked. He was walked and led to the sideline.
That's crazy,
bro. You talking about Zach Pickens? Yeah, that was. He was not good. So disappointing. Yeah. I enjoy Keith Randolph though.
But you know what though? Maybe Zach. Maybe he'll because remember Zach came on late and then it took him a while because he didn't play good in preseason last year, and it took it was like middle of the year. Then it was like
Titans game.
Yeah, and then I would like Zach Pickens is like okay, and then
I would
Dexter
definitely say
like,
out of Gervon Dexter and Zach Pickens, everybody knew it was going to be Gervon Dexter to be the guy to watch. You just want Zach Pickens to be like an Andrew Billings, just a run stuffer, just stuff to run.
We don't need him to be dang Aaron
exactly.
Donald.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
just don't get walked by these swing tackles. Like
literally,
stop that.
You get walked by these swing tackles.
He followed him. I'm like, bro, you turn your back to the running back. You wasn't even looking in the backfield. You was just walking.
You know what? That'd be a nice little group if you put. Let's see, Billings, Randolph, Pickens, Dexter, and Walker.
That's a solid group. That's a very solid group.
That's a solid group,
bro. My Keith Randolph had me crying last night.
I want to see Larry Borom get guard reps.
He had guard reps in 2023 when we played 22. When we played Buffalo, he had to play guard.
You think if he stays on the team, they're gonna try and make guard?
Actually, we did play Buffalo. We played them Christmas Eve in 2020.
We did because
we did play Buffalo. I was like, no, we played Buffalo.
That was that game. Was like it was cold as hell.
Bro, it was cold as hell. I was there.
Velus Jones had one play. We caught it deep, but he slid for it.
That field was solid as brick. It was awful. That
field
was solid as brick.
Let me tell you, it was so cold that day, bro. Like I was like, y'all crazy as hell.
I think it was like
4 degrees that day, man.
Bro, it was so cold that even the people who don't wear sleeves wore sleeves. That's how cold it was.
That's wild. I will say this.
It was cold. It was windy.
Cold.
And it was windy. That made it worse.
Bro. That I'm telling you, that field was brick. It was low key terrible.
So what I'm gonna do is this, because I gotta slide out pretty soon. My thing is this, so I'm gonna give my last takes. My reaction to Hall of Fame game.
Talk to me nice.
My reaction to Hall of Fame game was it's entertainment. It's just this is there. We all were there. We all were there for Devin Hester's speech, which was amazing.
And
Devin
cried.
Hester. Yes, Devin Hester, his story, the fact that we're at that age, at least you at the age now where you saw somebody get drafted and they're in the Hall of Fame now.
I know, that's so wild.
So we can relate to our parents now because when they be saying, but the thing is, it comes down to this. The Hall of Fame speeches, this Hall of Fame class, I think was one of the best that I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Not because I'm a Bears fan, but because of the level of emotion that got the Mongo story. Again, tearjerker. The Devin Hester being snuffed, being stuffed out the first ballot, second ballot, and to get to the fan base, to the audience, to the chat. The reason why Devin Hester was snuffed out is because they gave explanation on special teams. You're going against second and third rounders, not starters. So that was their reason. The reason why they shouldn't have snubbed him out the first because they made a rule, specific the Devin Hester rule.
Exactly.
So
Devin
Hester.
Remember because
they made him a whole rule. That's why it never made sense to me.
But Devin Hester, and then the coolest thing was Julie Peppers giving homage to Chicago.
Yeah, of course.
I did not expect that. I did not expect this to always bear down. That's what I'm saying.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was so beautiful.
His homage to Chicago was lovely. I loved it. I was afraid that he wasn't going to give as much love to Chicago as he did, because we didn't draft him, but we had him for 3-4 years.
That still was some of his best years. Yes, Carolina was his top years, but still, when he was in Chicago, he was still a dog.
But I cried with Devin Hester because
so did I.
Devin Hester was my 85 Bears. He was my 85 Bears.
I said it on yesterday's pod. Like, Devin Hester was like my dude. Like, my sister picked Bryant Urlacher, so I couldn't pick him, so I had to pick someone else. So I picked Devin Hester. So that was like my dude. Like, I enjoy Devin Hester so much. Like, bro, it's crazy.
And in Mongo to see.
Bro, I cried during Mongo. I couldn't even.
That was tough because you see his teams. You see Ron Rivera, you see Mike Singletary, you see everybody there that's with him.
Right.
And it's like, dude, you are immortalized now. That's like people are
legend.
not. Yes, you have ALS, but that was his fear. Like, bro, you're not going to be remembered for ALS. You're going to be remembered for the heart that you put out on the field, for the leadership that you provided for that team. You see what. Everything, even he was that Tom Thayer back there too. So you see what his impact was. You see that's a family.
Yeah,
that's a family. So to see that induction, the fact that he willed himself to stay alive, to see that.
And I want to give homage to the Hall of Fame people for allowing them to send his bust and his jacket to him so he could see his bust at his home. Bro, that was just so great. That was great.
So my last take. So my thing with I love that it was that Chris Berman. I love Chris Berman. That man is
that
football
man
to
had
me.
me up there like I'm like, all right, dude.
but like seeing Devin Hester pay homage to our guy Jeff Joniak, saying himself, Devin Hester, you are ridiculous. And the fact that before they refilled the bus, I said that bus better have dreads on it.
Literally.
That bus better have dreads on it. And that was the picture they took when he went off. He went off that season. Like, that was his prime. That was prime Devin Hester. Of course, rookie season Devin Hester, nothing beats that. But that was prime. That was when they were kicking away from him, and he was still returning it. So, and then shout out to what's his to the what. The name escapes me, but
Johnny Knox.
Johnny Knox.
Well, to all the teammates, even everybody that showed up. Charles Tillman, he will be in the Hall of Fame soon. And then Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith is the cornerstone and still doing. Without Lovie, there's no Caleb Williams. All right, without Lovie, there's no DJ Moore.
Yep,
there's none of that. So Lovie is still
Lovie better get his. Lovie better get a statue outside of.
And shout out to Jason Mackey and Rasheed Davis for showing up too, because people forgot how good Rasheed Davis was. People forgot
a dog.
And the only person that we're missing is Bernard Berrien.
Yeah,
that's the only person. But outside of that, this picture right here, like I said, I'm 31. I grew up. I was in middle school with these guys. Was watching these guys.
Briggs, I didn't see Briggs there.
Briggs wasn't there.
No.
But
Johnny Knox looks good though.
Johnny Knox, yeah.
He was another one of my favorites.
Johnny Knox is another player. If he didn't get injured, man, we don't know what we would have been.
I was gonna say, what'd you do there, Julie?
but for final takes, shout out to the Chicago Bears fans that were getting Lovie his homage, like for 10 straight seconds, shouting out Lovie, because I was shouting it out too.
Lovie's the GOAT.
And don't forget the GOAT was there.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan.
Yes, Michael Jordan representing. It was Dwight Freeney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
wild. That's wild. They're like
so
they're like
so
real.
it shows no matter what, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, the sports it's a fraternity.
Yep.
And my final take on what I expect from the Bears this upcoming preseason, Caleb will play.
He
Yeah.
better play.
Caleb will make mistakes.
Mhm.
There will
That's
be
fine
Twitter.
with me.
Twitter will be on fire. Either way,
I
Twitter will
will
be on
be.
fire. Whether he does something positive, does something negative, Caleb
I
needs
will
to
be.
get his mistakes out now.
He
He needs
does.
to see what he can get away with.
Hey,
This isn't college anymore.
that man could throw 5 interceptions and I'll be happy.
Hey, like I said, we ain't got to worry. My biggest thing is like we ain't got to worry about having AI shot. I'm tired of the AI pictures of Caleb Williams. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I want the
Here's
real
a real
on the
picture.
field.
This ain't AI.
Yes,
You
that's
see
what I'm
that?
saying. That's what I'm
That's not
saying.
AI.
And whoever on Twitter X, if you're paying attention, whoever runs Bears Talk, please get rid of that AI picture of Caleb Williams and replace it
Bro,
with something different, with the Hall of Fame picture of him warming up. But Caleb will play. Caleb will make mistakes. Caleb will bounce back from it.
fine with
And
me.
I think that defense will be fun to watch this
Yeah,
season.
I'm looking forward to defense. Yeah.
Me too.
But I
Hey,
want to see my main thing that I want to watch, Torrey Taylor. I want to
Yep.
watch.
he
I
better
want to
be
watch
there.
Austin Booker. I want to
Bro,
watch Gravon Dexter.
if
And I
Tory
want to
Taylor ain't out
see.
there, I'm crying.
And I want to see Roma Dunze catch some in traffic balls and knock some heads off when he doesn't get that
Literally.
yak, you know. But with that, I'm gonna sign off, guys. You guys have a
Yeah.
good one. It's been a great show today.
Yeah, for
And I
sure,
look
man.
forward to our next one.
Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. It's a great show, like Bishop was saying. We had a really good show, man. We got to talk about everything, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Again, there's
Remember, it's free to like and subscribe. It's free.
It is.
It is
Man.
free. Okay.
Yeah.
Do
There's
it
the other
because
people,
Caleb
man.
Williams is with the Bears. That's why you should like the video.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna have a video on here one day. I'm working on that,
But yes, as long
I'm working
as
on it.
long as Caleb grows from Buffalo to Cincinnati, I'll be a happy person.
All I know
He
is I'm
doesn't
still
have
building.
to. Literally, Caleb could throw a 5-yard pass and I'll be happy.
Oh yeah, as long as with
Literally,
anticipation, and zip on that 5 yard, that's all I'm
bro,
in. Like I said,
this man could throw a 5-yard pass and I'll be screaming like, yes, he's the GOAT. That literally, I will do that because I do that. Like I don't care. Like Caleb could
it's
throw.
preseason. Yeah, you just want
Bro,
reps.
it's preseason. I will get
I'ma ask
excited
you,
about anything. This man could somersault in the end zone, and I will scream about how that's the greatest somersault I've seen in my life. Period.
You ready, y'all? This is
I will do it. I
just want to see Caleb flex on somebody
that
or
man
throw
could
that
do
crown
no
on his
wrong
head.
to me. In the
That's all I wanna see.
preseason, he could do whatever he wants, and I will still sing his praises.
100%.
That's who I am. Period.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for this week, man.
Yep.
I think we'll miss next week because Bishop got something going on, and I won't be able to do it next week. So unless at least
off next week. Oh, that means I get to clown in 2 weeks.
We're not off Sunday though.
Yeah. Sunday, yeah. Y'all can tune in. Sunday with Coach T, Chicago Bears 360. So for those who don't know, the pregame show, we're doing a pregame show on Sunday before the games. So we're just doing the show on Sunday. Obviously, me and Bishop ain't gonna be on there every day because we already told y'all. For those who follow, we go to church, so we're not gonna go every
I'm
Sunday.
an early bird. I go at 6:30 a.m.
Right, at least, yeah.
I go early.
I know, Coach and Jay go. They religious.
I'm an early bird. I go at 6:30. I'll be there with the elderlies too. They love me there though. I'll be like, yeah, I'm here.
You just there because they be giving you candy every Sunday.
Literally.
But no, it's good talk, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in there. Y'all watch our show. We're gonna try to keep it at the same time on Mondays. And then I'm on with
Mondays after the games, bro. Don't let me, bro. Y'all, I'm gonna be clowning.
Coach D is changing his times we're changing our time to like noon, I believe, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, Sundays because he got a new venture going on. He's coaching.
Yeah, good for him.
He got to change his time. So everybody's doing things, man. We all family. We gonna support each other as best as possible.
Support.
And then also Ray's other show that the premieres out later on today.
Yes.
Yep.
Watch it.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely want to give a shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Ray. Thank you for bringing me on as always. If you love
baseball, watch Ray's show. It's really
Kickoff
good.
Kickoff show later on today.
Yeah, it's really good. I did not know as much about the trade deadline as I did last week. It was fantastic.
Yeah, if you into baseball, you really want to get into the weeds and the numbers and all that, go watch their show.
They are your people for real.
And also check out Bad Guy Radio because they get in depth.
They do it as well. Yes, they do
got
amazing work as well.
plenty of content out here, man, for what you're looking for. And then eventually, NBA will be back. Greg's gonna do his show, and then Nick's gonna be doing his hockey show. So y'all hear a whole lot about that guy in the background, Jersey, Connor Bedard. So just stay tuned, man.
Connor,
a whole lot going on, man. So yeah, again, we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great week. Enjoy the game. Don't kill each other on Twitter, and let's all
don't.
Always bear down.
Never
always bear down. Exactly.
Bear down.
Bear down.
In the background, it's the bear. Bear down, baby.
Bear down.